Well, this is what we're going to be making today. These low-fat minced beef and vegetable pies. These have got a very, very low-fat pastry, a very, very lean beef mince, and packed with yummy veggies and a really, really thick gravy. Okay, come on, let's cook them. Okay, so today we're going to do something a little different, because you're probably looking, oh, it's going to be a pie. I think he might have done that like about 50 times. But this is my lowest fat pie yet. So this has got a reduced fat flaky puff pastry. We've got the leanest minced beef that I could possibly find. And we're going to also sort of dilute the meat content with some mushrooms, red capsicum, which I'm just using up, and some onion. Oh, and also some frozen vegetables. And also, the gravy has less than 1 gram of fat, and that's in 250 to 300 mils of gravy. It's going to be a nice pie. In fact, I'm going to try this out on my neighbour. He doesn't know what I'm making today. Well, he knows I'm making pies, but he doesn't know it's a low-fat version. I'm going to see whether he can tell. Firstly, a little bit of rice bran oil to stop the beef from sticking. Right, now we're going to put our beef in, just by itself. Hear that sound? That is the correct sound. Put your beef in. We're going to cook this and get some caramelisation going on the beef, and then we're going to drain any fat off it before we stir fry our onions and garlic. There we are. I'll come back when it's all ready to go. Okay, that's coming along nicely now. Look at that, nice and brown. It's a bit of steam too, I'm afraid. Now, I have a friend who went to the Ringo Starr concert in Florida over the weekend, and I want to know, I'm dying to know, what the concert was like. So, do you think we should call them up? Let's see.
Hello.
Hello. By the way, I'm cooking.
Oh, okay.
And my camera's rolling. so it's recording what you're saying. So for God's sakes, don't incriminate yourself. I'll ring back in a minute, but I just want to know, and this is for the people who watch the channel as well, what the Ringo Starr concert was like.
Oh, it was really fun.
Yeah.
He's still got it. He can run up the stairs.
Really?
And he can sing.
Isn't he? He's 86, isn't he, or something? 85, 86?
84, I think.
84.
Yeah, I was amazed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I hope we're all that, you know.
Yeah, I hope now I was. I wish I was now. My granddaughter said, "Does he dye his hair brown?"
Well, is the Pope a Catholic?
Yeah. What?
Is the Pope a Catholic?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, but she's 9. How would she know that?
Oh yeah, true. What songs did he sing? Did he sing Photograph?
Yes.
Oh. Let's see. Did he sing Yellow Submarine?
He did. And Octopus's Garden.
Yeah. Act Naturally.
And, Act Naturally. And No, No, No. and his new one from his new album, Look Up, which I think Paul McCartney wrote.
He did say in an interview, he said, I rang up Paul the other day and said, can you write me a song?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
It's a bit cheeky, but it's nice to see that, you know, they've got that connection still.
Yeah, and then the last two songs were Give Peace a Chance and
Oh, wow.
You've Got a Friend. You've Got a Friend and then Give Peace a Chance.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm going to ring off now because that's the end of our music review section for the cooking program. And I'll call you back, okay? Won't be a sec.
Okay.
Right, now we'll have our vegetables. We'll start with our onions. All of a sudden I've gone all shy. Onions are in. As soon as they're soft, we'll bring in our red bell pepper and mushrooms. And now in with our mushrooms and red capsicum. And now in with our frozen vegetables. Right, and now we're going to return our beef mince to the pan with the vegetables, along with our gravy mix. Now I've got a gravy mix here which is less than 1 gram of fat. And just before you're wondering, I have tasted it, so I do know it's good. So 2 tablespoons of the gravy powder, and we want approximately 400 mils of water. Right, I put the gravy powder in, so now in with our 400 mils of water. And once that thickens up, we'll take it off the heat and leave it to cool. Right, there's enough salt in the gravy mix, so the only thing we're going to add as seasoning is ground black pepper. We'll stir that through, have a little taste, and if that's alright, I'm going to put this aside to cool. Right, so a little bit more, and we'll let that cool. Right, I've got my pie tins, my egg wash, which is 1 egg plus 1 tablespoon of water, my pastry brush, my knife, and my reduced fat pastry. Okay, so let's get started and cut the base of our pastry, of our pies. So you want it just a little bit more than the size of the pie. Pastry is normally pretty forgiving, so not like bread making. Okay, I'll come back because the pastry's not quite defrosted enough yet. Right, the first thing we're going to do is brush a bit of flour, and this is for the side of the pastry that's going to come in contact with these pie dishes. It's a bit too much. So just do this and then just shake off any excess flour. Right, so I don't know, many of you probably watched me do this before, but it's a pretty simple operation. Just press the pastry into the bottom of the pie dish and then work it up around the edge until it basically stays there by itself. And there you go. Done. I will do the rest of these and then we'll come back and we'll fill them and put the tops on. Now you notice how this pastry is fracturing a bit. That's because it's a low fat pastry, so it's not going to be as easy to work with. Okay, let's put one of these pies together. As I always say, don't overfill them, because if you do, they will just make their feelings known by squirting out over the edges. So leave a bit of head space in there. Now we're just going to brush the seam here. This helps us get a better connection between the lid and the base pie pastry. Here we are. Then just push these with your thumb to get them connected. Then use your sharp knife to cut around the edges like this. Okay. Now you can use your fork to crimp the pie. Yep. Now 3 vent holes, and that's waiting for egg wash to go on the top before I put it in the oven. So as I'm doing the first pie now, I will turn the oven on to 180 degrees. I'll come back when we're at the oven stage. Right, all we have to do now is egg wash these. And there you have it. We'll put these in the oven, 180 degrees Celsius, in the middle of the oven, and we're looking to cook them for around about 27 to 30 minutes. Well, here you have them, straight out of the oven, and looking absolutely fantastic. Right, let's get one of these out onto a plate and have a taste. Rightio, let's see if these come out. Oh, absolutely perfect. Wow. And that one too. And this one. They all have just basically come out of their pie tins clean. What a lovely result. Okay, let's have the tasting now. Okay, let's look at that. Ooh, beautiful. Let's taste it. Beautiful flavour, but the low fat pastry doesn't do it for me, but I can put up with it. Beautiful. Right, thank you very much for watching. Now you can have your pie and eat it too with this low fat version. Right, I'll catch you on my next recipe.